The Denver Broncos will hold several practices over the next 3 weeks, and all eyes are on the quarterback situation. But Drew Lock says he's focused on his own game rather than the Aaron Rodgers rumors.
Being in a quarterback competition, it's going to be fun. I'm excited to be able to go out there and push myself to a whole different level that maybe I wouldn't have gotten to without this.
The Broncos started OTA workouts yesterday. That's the latest. I'm Chuck Clark.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Z-Quil, Pure Z's all night.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, all our earlier highway accidents have been cleared now, so just watch for some residual delays in these spots. Northbound I-25, earlier crash after Alameda. Eastbound I-70, there was that accident sat there all morning right around Chambers. That's finally cleared, but watch again for some residual slowing. And northbound 225, cleared a wreck approaching 6th Avenue. Denver weather, lots of sunshine today. Look for a high of 77. Tonight's low drops to 52 and warmer for tomorrow with partly sunny skies and a high reaching 82. Currently, it's 64. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Up at 2 a.m.? Again? Tonight, try Pure Z's all night. Unlike other sleep aids, our extended release melatonin helps you sleep longer and longer. Z-Quil Pure Z's all night. Fall asleep, stay asleep.
Putting off refinancing because you think it's a hassle? Think again with Ideal Home Loans. Here's owner Brent Ivinson.
There doesn't have to be a bunch of red tape. There doesn't have to be a bunch of headaches. With us being a direct lender, we can make this fast, simple, and easy and have you saving money right away.
So what are you waiting for? Get started now online at idealhomeloans.com. First they listen, then they lend. 303-867-7000. That's 867-7000.
For quality work and competitive upfront pricing, call Prime Plumbing and Heating. Licensed and insured, Prime can handle any job from water heaters and sewer repair to boiler problems and HVAC repairs. 24/7 service available. Plus, you won't get high-pressure sales pitches, just dependable and affordable service with discounts for seniors, veterans, and first responders. Call Prime Plumbing and Heating at 720-542-8153. Mention this ad for special discounts. That's 720-542-8153.
The Ribble Group sells homes faster and for the most money. Go to Gaye, spelled G-A-Y-E, hasthebuyers.com.
Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. That's deposit. Enter it now at khow.com. Keep listening to win with a $12K a day giveaway. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. You know, I can't help but tout the benefits of CBD because it works. You don't need the THC, you don't need pot, you don't need any of it. I mean, if you want it, fine, but CBD, pure CBD oil you can get chewables, you can get gummies. By the way, with RealCBDThatWorks.com, I want to tell you, for the rest of this month, that's 5 more days? Does it end on the 30th here? 31st. 6 more days. You can order gummies. They're called cherry bombs, CBDs. Okay, CBD cherry bombs. And if you put gummy, G-U-M-M-Y, in the promo code, you get 50% off. That's an incredible deal for this month, really. And they're tasty and they're good. And that doesn't matter how many you order. So if you're ever going to use cherry bombs, you get 50% off just putting gummy in the promo code. All right, so that's RealCBDThatWorks.com. It's Panacea Life Sciences, by the way, in Golden. The best CBD in the country. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Okay, by the way, if you want to buy other stuff, put Tom in the promo code, get 30% off. We have a lot going on. I'm Tom. We're on YouTube and Facebook and on affiliates and on iHeartRadio app, and we're starting to get back to some normalcy. So we're back in the studio, as you can see, and then Deputy Dan is back in the studio, and our other deputies will be back soon, and we will be solving your problems, as always, of course. It's really been a trip, hasn't it? Wow. Now, Sarah, we had a problem she wants to talk about. She started yesterday with her problem, so we'll take that problem. And Sarah is going to talk about what, Sarah? Go ahead and dump on us. What's happening, Sarah?
So my husband had a truck that he wanted redone into a hot rod.
You know what really makes me sad is that this was from his dad, right?
Yes, it's his father's truck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, that's the big problem for him is sentimental. So 2.5 years ago, he dropped it off at a performance shop, TGA Performance in Colorado Springs, and he paid $32,715 up front in November of 2018. And then work wasn't getting done.
What's crazy is, did he pay $35,000 at one time up front?
So $32,000 up front, and then this year we heard that he wasn't going to do any more work till he got more money. So
he's obviously running out of money. He's obviously running out of money. You know, whenever you pay people that much money, no matter who they are, I can't think of anything good that can come from it because they don't put that money away. They put it into cash flow, and they start forgetting whose money it is. And this is a serious problem. What's really serious is now the guy wants to wash his hands of it and says, well, it's good enough. We did our job, and it's not even running. They want to drop it off, and they think they're doing you a favor by waiving the $3,000. Now, if this truck had a supreme cherry paint job and a supreme blue-lined engine and everything was spectacular, at least you got some money's worth. But you're telling me the paint job sucks. It's not even done. What about the engine? Was that engine actually purchased new? Like was it supposed to be factory new or rebuilt? What was the engine supposed to be?
A brand new LSX 454
and
motor.
As I said, LSX. Isn't that the Corvette engine or not? I don't know. I thought it was.
I'm not 100% sure. I just know that it's a high performance engine.
And you did get a brand new one, right? Did you verify that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because LSX engines are very, very, very powerful and wonderful. Is it at least a beautiful engine?
It is a beautiful engine.
Now, those engines run about 16. Did it have all the accessories?
So they ordered the accessories separately because it was going into our truck previously had a big block, and this is a small block, and so they had to order the parts to put it into.
Is that part of the price of the money you paid?
Yes.
Okay, so you got what do you think you got of value if you realistically, not, I understand that it doesn't run, but I'm talking about there's still value there. What value do you think you got? I mean, it's not zero value. You have an LSX engine.
I would say we probably got, with the parts that we have, and like he got new wheels and tires.
Yeah, whatever you
have about 50% of the value I paid.
Now the engine alone, come on. Are you sure?
The engine was $13,000.
So, Mark, you called TGA.
Yeah, no callback.
Let's call him again. Listen, I think...
Let's see if they'll come on the air. Suzanne, why don't you give
we held this for today. Why? Because our Colorado Springs audience is with us for the first 2 hours from our affiliate. K-How can be heard down there, for all 4 hours. But bottom line is, KRDO right now, people listening to our affiliate, I want to tell you that TGA Performance, you got to watch out for them. Okay, you think about this. They took $30-some-odd thousand up front and did not finish the job. Why did it take so long? Did you expect it to take this long? What did you expect?
No, at first it was supposed to be 6 months to
This was November 2018, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is unheard of. I think what happened is they spent your money. They ran out of money. And I mean, they might have bought the engine, but they started running out of money. That's why they asked you for more money. And right now they don't want to work on it. Did they drop it off already?
No, they have not dropped it off. So my issue is I don't want them to drop it off not running because the motor's warranty starts when they deliver it to me. And so if it for some reason it's a faulty motor.
Yeah, but you don't want these clowns. You don't want these clowns working on it. You need to take it somewhere. No. We need to find a shop in Colorado Springs.
Take it somewhere else.
That can work on a performance. It is installed, the engine, right? It's actually installed.
I believe so. It's not running though.
What I would like is for what did you do about the transmission?
The transmission was outsourced, and so the transmission has been purchased as well.
And it's done?
Yes.
Was it done? Was it part of your 35,000?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Now listen, you have a new engine, LSX engine, okay? Mm-hmm. You have a new tranny. It was outsourced, but it was part of that original payment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Was it new or rebuilt?
New.
New transmission, okay, and then you have new tires and new wheels, right?
Mm-hmm. And a new hood.
Wheels and a new hood. I think you're getting close to that money you spent. Maybe not, but I don't know. Hold on, I don't want to belabor this, but Mark, what do you think?
I think these guys aren't going to call us. I don't think they're going to contact a customer. I don't know what to make of these guys.
Well, she didn't get zero, okay? No. A new LSX engine, a new transmission. What kind of transmission, I'd like to know. I'm not trying to make a case for them, Sarah, but I'm trying to see where your loss really is. I disagree, by the way. I disagree that you only got 50% value so far. That would be about 17,000. Yeah, about 17 or 18,000. You have an engine, a transmission, tires, wheels, a new hood. But again, that doesn't mean I like these guys. They definitely owe you something, right? So let's figure out what it is. Meanwhile, people, they never called us back. They don't give a damn. Here's what you need to do. You need to let them know we're not screwing around. All right? I mean, really. Now, I'm not asking you to be vulgar. Come on, we're way past that stuff, that harassment stuff. I want you to, honest to God, give them customer feedback, like a review. Say, listen, I heard about this. This is unheard of. We're going to tell people about you. We're going to warn people about you. TGA Performance. I mean, how do you take money up front like this and not deliver? I think, Sarah, you get your truck back. You know what? I think you get it back. You say there's a warranty, and when they deliver it, the warranty is void. I can't see, or the warranty starts. I can't see that, especially if it's not even running. You got to do something. You got to get it away from these clowns at TGA. And people, you need to warn people about TGA Performance. And I suggest you tell them, I heard about you on the show. You should at least address this. We're simply trying to find out for Sarah the condition of her car. Talk to us about the installation. Talk to us about the transmission. Listen, I acknowledge you didn't take the money and run. You have some stuff there of value. A new LSX engine, a new tranny, new tires, new wheels, new hood. So talk to us about it. Mark called and played nice and said, listen, we simply want to get your take on this thing. And they said, oh, we'll call back. Or actually, he said they sounded like they couldn't care less. TGA Performance, here's their number. If you ever wanted to politely tell them, hey, we heard about you. We're going to spread the word. We're not going to use you. This is deplorable. 719-271-9654. 719-271-9654. TGA Performance sucks.
Mark, I just who's Troubleshooter Network? Who's here? I might be. No, I'm asking. Are you commenting as us?
I'm coming up as Dan. I must have done it on over here. The Troubleshooter Network. I'm Dan Miller.
Mile High Estate Planning is now Blake Harris Law. What does that mean to you? The same great legal help for estate planning. Blake Harris is an attorney who will talk to you and answer your questions free of charge. Do you know how important it is to get free legal advice when it comes to estate planning? Then, of course, if you decide to hire him, he charges only for what he does for you, and he does it at a flat rate. BlakeHarrisLaw.com, 833-ASK-BLAKE. Now, Blake is featured in my magazine this month, 303 Consumer, which, by the way, you should find at 303consumer.com and download it, the digital copy. There's an article he does about the 10 mistakes people make. One of them is they put it off. The other one, trying to leave money without conditions or without safety. Your estate can be attacked. 833-ASK-BLAKE. You want an investment. We all do. We were talking about it during the break. You should diversify. There's all kinds of investments out there. What about become the banker? The concept is solid. Okay, here's what it is. You're overfunding a life insurance policy, not for life insurance, although that's frosting on the cake. What you're really doing is you have an accompanying deposit account that grows tax-free, and you can use it tax-free throughout your life and in retirement. Find out more. BecomeTheBanker.org to sign up for a webinar, or call them directly, but find out here, BecomeTheBanker.org. A company.
Ask a simple question. Ask everyone you know what matters.
There's some words I just can't say.
Work the angles.
Tonight here on MSNBC.
It's amazing.
Question the force.
I want to get Lazaro on. I love that idea. Susan Ryman can get Lazaro on.
And trust standards.
On TGA, I'm going to try to call them, but...
Let's get Lazaro on later this week before the holiday weekend.
Okay, on the TGA one, if she got all that stuff, what didn't she get that she's bitching about?
Well, it's not. It doesn't run. And the paint job, she's just saying it's a box job. They never got the engine running. They never got the...
Do they still have it?
Yeah, the whole truck. Now, here's the good part. You know, I mean, they did get a lot of shit. That's a lot of money tied up in those parts. But so what? The contract was to restore the damn thing.
Orchard can also handle making repairs or updates, so your home is list ready. Joe, a recent Orchard client, said, "With Orchard, we got our new home for $10,000 less and got asking prices."
Oh my God, this one's beautiful.
Cabot, another client, said, "We didn't have to carry 2 mortgages, didn't have to rush to merge, and most importantly, we beat out 7 other offers."
So change it to Blake
Go
Harris.
to Orchard.com now and get started with a free valuation. It's that easy. That's Orchard.com. Again, Orchard.com.
I know what it's like to live with pain, and I know what it's like to get relief. At 67, I'm living my best life. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. You can too with ColoradoPainCare.com. The latest evidence-based treatment, nerve blocks, steroids, spinal cord stents, massage, physical therapy, and more, all with proven results. Get your life back. 303.pain. Local doctor accepting all major insurance. 303.pain. ColoradoPainCare.com. If you're in contemplating facing divorce, a simple misstep right now could hurt you down the road. Find out how at an informative free seminar, The 10 Stupidest Mistakes Made When Facing Divorce at Embassy Suites Denver Tech Center on the evening of June 10th.
Oh, it is. It's here a lot. Shit, I got a whole bunch
Sign up today or get more information at salescordell.com/seminar. Or call 866-LAW.
I'm sorry. I got it.
801 East Prentice Avenue, Suite 475, Greenwood Village, Colorado, 80111.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting for...
Boy, I do like this one. Which one? What are you looking at? Your motorhome?
Yeah.
Chest pain.
I come back to the same fucking one, man. We both... I wish it wasn't a dealer, though. I don't like buying from fucking dealers. We both get 150.
About 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms...
This one's gorgeous, man. Just...
to the doctor by
360.
online or in person.
Let me see. I'm going to get in trouble.
This
I'm going
report
to
is
get in
sponsored
trouble.
by Leakville. You're a thief all night.
Another warm and sunny day for your Tuesday. We're looking at highs close to 80 degrees, lots of sunshine, and light wind to go along with it. I'm Fox 31
Dishwasher.
13 meteorologist.
Seeing our kids aren't pigs.
Again?
Your kids are hardly driving.
My kids won't be
all night.
Look at the master, full king size. Then it's got another bath and a half, or whatever you call it.
Could I sleep my 2 kids? I don't even know if they want to do it.
Look at the shower, full bench.
If they did it, I don't know, man. I wonder if we get too old.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. I want to remind you something very important, free market valuations of your home. You know, it's complimentary. When you say free, it almost sounds cheap. I'm telling you, Frank, this is way more than you would imagine. This is not a drive-by. This is more than Zillow and more than an appraisal. Why is that, Mark? Why? Because it's actual market conditions. How many times are things going for more than appraisals now?
Oh, God, almost everything Frank sells.
Right. So he will tell you, based on his 26 years of experience, what he thinks your house will bring. And that's the important number. And it's free, a market valuation, even if you're not going to list. Seriously, there's no strings attached. 303-920-1622. 303-920-1622. Now, what does this mean? TGA performance not available for comment.
Well, I called Tom and talked to the front desk gal. She said they have no comment.
Okay.
He might be in later today if we want to try back, but...
Now, listen, I respect, and I want to mention this, no one has to comment to us. We are no official agency. We have no special powers. But when people don't address the situation, that's when it burns us up.
Yeah, and they're not helping the customer
right,
here at
that's
all.
the part. If somebody said to us, we'd rather not go on the radio, or we don't want to comment, but we're taking care of it with the customer, or we'd be happy to answer the customer's questions. But, you know, people who do come on the air with us, they're treated fairly. In fact, they bend over backwards for that. And not only treated fairly, but we help the situation. We lower the temperature. We clarify things. And we help. But I don't think TGA Performance is, I'm just getting a vibe. I don't think they're the kind of company that gives a good rat's ass. That's what I think. And I'll tell you why. Because they're probably used to, dealing with people who are very particular, and then they think they're the cat's meow. And when you have a company like that, the only place they can go is down. And, I'm looking at these ratings, I'm thinking, nah, there's, I think there's something to be said. There's only 88 reviews. Now, here's the thing. Do they have good reviews? Yes. But I don't care. I don't care. I want to know why this one was so badly dropped, and we're dealing with a lot of money up front. You see, the true character is when you have money up front, and you hold on to that money and do the job. Now, I will say they bought some stuff. They did. They bought some stuff. She has an LSX engine. New transmission, new tires, new wheels, new hood. What do you think all that's worth? I'd like to get Jesse from Honest Accurate Auto just to give us an opinion on that. Let's move on, though. Brakes Plus, what's going on, Chantel? It's almost like car day today. What's happening with Brakes Plus?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
So 2019,
yes,
we took my son's car in to get a rack and pinion put on.
When in 2019?
They didn't give me the actual. I can't remember
All right, in 2019, a rack and pinion.
Yes.
Okay, and the rack and pinion was done by?
Brakes Plus.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Okay, so we took it back in. We usually take it to get regular oil changes. We took it last week to get an oil change, and they're telling us that the rack and pinion is leaking. So,
well, hold on now. That doesn't necessarily mean it is. Okay, I'm not saying it's not. Where'd you take it for? Was this one of these low price oil changes?
No, it was a regular oil change.
Okay. And Mark, can you tell me one of the main reasons people do oil changes for low prices when they do them?
Yeah, it's a loss leader, of course, to look at the rest of the vehicle.
Now, wasn't it, correct me if I'm wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. There's nothing wrong with low price oil changes and looking over a car. Now,
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong, aren't leaking shocks and leaking things one of the most common things they'll flag?
Well, you can see them and you can show them to the consumer easily.
And many times it's not an issue. They just make it an issue.
Well, if they're leaking, they're leaking. But yeah, some shops, they'll say anything. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So, where did you take it?
I took it to Brakes Plus on...
No, where the oil change? Who told you this?
Oh, this was Brake Plus.
Oh, they told you that it's leaking.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Did you
They're
say to them?
They're the ones who fixed it. They're the one who fixed the rack and pinion in 2019.
Yeah, I think I believe Larry Brashada still owns it, and he's a pretty good guy,
No,
but he
Larry
might have
is
retired.
the whole family's a good. There's nothing wrong with family. I'm not bringing hell down on them. I'm just saying, look, they did a rack and pinion. Now, then you went for an oil change. So the oil change was done by Brakes Plus. They're the ones who told you it's leaking. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so did you tell them, hey, you guys did the rack and pinion a couple of years ago?
Did.
And what did they say?
Yes. And so they said, okay, well, so they thought it was under my son's phone number, which it wasn't. It was under mine.
It doesn't matter. What did they ultimately say they would do?
Okay, so then they said, okay, we see that we did do something, did the rack and pinion in 2019.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so are you guys going to fix it? They want me to pay $400 for the labor for them to fix it again.
Well, what's their warranty when you bought it? Is it
I don't
1
even
year,
know.
2 years?
Listen,
what is it?
The warranty it was a full warranty. It's a lifetime warranty. But they want me to pay labor.
Can you just send over the receipt?
Mark, a rack and pinion, for lack of to make it simple, there's a shock involved in it, right? Right?
Well, it's just kind of a cover, but yeah, I know what you're picturing it right. You're looking at the right picture.
Right. So that's leaking. So if it's leaking,
there's something in there that's going.
Right. Yeah, a plunger. So it should be under warranty, right?
I would think so, but I don't know what their warranty is.
So,
like when I had the shops, we were just 1 year parts labor nationwide.
But they can be expensive. Maybe they're telling you they'll replace it if you pay the labor. Let's find out what they're talking about before we get upset. Okay, let's call them.
Okay.
Brakes Plus is a decent organization. Okay, it's not some.
I really like them.
Yeah. So, but I understand why you're upset. But why didn't you ask the obvious questions? Is this rack and pinion under warranty? Now,
I did. They said yes.
And what did they say?
Just not the labor.
Just not the labor.
Lifetime. Okay, most of these I'm reading now have lifetime warranties due to manufacturer's defects. We will replace the part free. The warranty covers only the part. Now, this is not Brakes Plus, but this is what I'm calling a composite warranty. It's what I'm reading all over. Almost every single warranty. And by the way, rack and pinions, Mark, can reach from $500 to $800, right? The part,
more. Yes.
Yeah. So
it was $800.
So the labor at $400. Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
Okay. I can tell without calling them. That's what you're paying for, labor. And the labor is what you have to ask yourself, is that unreasonable labor? Is it? I don't know. What do you think? For a rack and pinion labor, is that unusual?
I just have to look it up in the Mitchell's book.
Here's the only question you should have right now. Are you being overcharged for the labor? That's the only thing, Chantel. Because
that's what I'm asking for.
Because really, you should pay the labor according to the
Kevin,
warranty.
any of us, anybody can tell us that.
Suze, call one of our shops, any one of them. Let's find out about normal labor on this rack and pinion. And then whatever car she's got, we'll figure it out. We'll come back to her. All right, what about David? Hey, David, what's going on with you? David?
Hey, I have taken my RV to Universal Fleet RV to get a roof repair done, and they did some additional damage when they replaced the roof, and now they're not standing behind their work.
You know what? This is a story as old as man. They take it in for a repair, and they do damage. Not them, but people in general. Let's figure out what we're going to do about it coming up. Hold on, David.
KHOW Denver, 630.
That's why I say that. So do they actually have techs that can do the electrical work now? Say that again? They actually have techs now that do the tech. Yeah, he bought those employees.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, Same delay on I-70
Look at this fucking
west
thing.
of the metro.
I know, man.
Traffic due to construction between
But they didn't just incorporate it in a shop, huh?
And
He
eastbound I-70
didn't add another shop.
Where did he take the? Did he buy the location?
No, you can't. It was being taken.
25 is in great shape now.
Took RV to where?
I forget the name. He just said
Universal, was it?
Tonight's low drops to 52 and warmer tomorrow with partly sunny skies.
Does Kevin get the
82.
patent
Currently,
on the-
it's 66.
You probably don't know.
With your impact traffic
The
and weather,
patent on that
I'm
box?
Chris McLaughlin. 6:30. Hey, how?
I don't remember if he got a patent. If I think
the protection you need.
Oh, he had that. Liquid Electric, he did have a patent on it. I just wonder if it did.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
Kevin
you mean
got
on that
Kevin-
machine?
Yeah, that machine, that box.
Hey, we just had a caller we're going to go back to about RVs. Century RV, by the way, is our go-to expert on RVs. You can buy new and used RVs. Mark bought his there. And it's a wonderful RV, and they have many more. They have new and used. He got such a great deal, I won't even get into it. He's almost selling it for what he bought it for. These guys are good people. As I said, they also have service, and they're located to exit 240 and I-25 or north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims. Find out more, CenturyRV.com, 303-453-1111. That's 303-453-1111. When you want countertops, there are so many selections, right? I mean, what do? The Art of Granite makes it simple. You call them, they give you a price on the phone. How the heck do they do that? It's pretty easy. Here's why. They know that the materials are going to be wholesale to you because they don't put a charge on them, right? They only charge wholesale. And they know they're going to tear out and haul away everything free, and they're going to do the bathroom free. So all they have to worry about is fabrication and installation. They do a beautiful job across the Front Range and mountain communities, open 6 days a week. Beautiful showroom in Golden. Get your price on the phone, 303-386-5919, 386-5919.
Maplewood wants to keep you safe and worry-free during these times, which is why they're making carbide easier than ever right for your home. You can pick out your car right from the Sharpie Price website.
People are asking for that song, Tom. Want the new song.
The ZZ, you know what I have to do? I have to actually I want Stephanie to voice it.
So am I allowed to start scheduling guests or no?
You got to work with Mark's been all over that with.
I think we're good next week. I haven't heard anything.
But what about,
I think it's June. But yeah,
that's next week.
Hey, that's June.
Wasn't it the end of June? I thought we had to do it.
I think it's next week, but I'll clarify. Okay. I'll attempt.
And then the only other thing, I don't know if you want to clarify, but I need to know is if I have a guest in, does the volunteer need to stay home? If it's car day, can I only have one car guy in?
I don't know. It's all going to be up to us, basically, once we're open.
Okay, why don't you...
We used to cram this fucking thing.
Well, I know, but and that's the whole point. I don't know if that's going to get people stirred up.
Oh, I don't think so, as long as everybody's vaxxed.
So can I just start putting people on the calendar then, or you want to get a last?
I'll go talk to Spence sometime today. Okay. I might fly out and look at this one. Look at this fucking thing.
Where's it at?
You know, I don't know yet. I'm hoping it's in fucking Texas. It's going to be a long drive back.
And by the way, I don't know if you want to address it again, but my cousin Jana and Kyle were really hoping we were going to be at that 4th of July thing.
Yeah, we might go.
So, well, it's like 5 weeks out or 4 weeks out. I haven't seen my mother in 10 years, and I might be seeing her.
Wow.
It's probably 10 years, Mark, right? 10, 12 years?
You know, I don't remember.
Spoke.
But I will say, I enjoy talking to her these days.
Yeah, I know, you're such a trooper.
Seriously, she seems so
different.
Normal.
Unlike, I won't say, but okay.
Hey, tomorrow it's up there. Yes, I put on the thing. This is Shirley. It's on a truck.
Look at this fucking
So I'm
bedroom.
sure we're going to need Blake Harris.
Okay.
It's a pretty big deal.
Okay, what babe?
This one's got, check it out, so it's got a bath, a full bath, and then a half.
You guys, you've been hearing a lot about how...
So people come over, but king size, and then look at the size of this fucking shower.
I like that.
I mean, that's as big as a fucking shower.
Does it come with the chef?
No. the more aware I am.
Do you guys normally make full meals or?
No. But with that, we might. I'm not cooking a lot with my
I
taste
hardly
issues.
ever use the RV.
My son said something about
microwave
a baked orange. Have you heard this?
I've heard that. Also, I've asked Mark to smack me upside the back of the head a couple of times. Apparently, that's supposed to help. But there's like all these stupid tricks to try to get your taste and smell back to normal. But Miles started going distorted yesterday. It started distorting yesterday, where he feels like vomiting because it stinks so bad.
But was it before? Was he doing anything before? Or just now?
He lost his taste and smell. It's never been normal. Now it's going distorted.
So,
and it never gets distorted.
The loss came with the sickness right from the beginning.
About a week after, right?
No, like 3 days after. I couldn't even taste Listerine.
Yeah.
Literally.
Wow.
What did it taste
Isn't it weird? I never fucking had it.
What did it taste
Right.
like?
The other
It tastes
three
like
of them.
nothing.
But all your kids got it too.
The only thing I do that none of them do is I use a washer.
A duct tape.
There's many.
I don't know if that's what's. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's genetics. Miles Way takes more after me, and so I think it's genetics. I don't know.
Good genes.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Waterpros.net. That's all I'm going to say. And you go there. When you call this guy, you will get the best whole house systems for conditioning and filtration at the lowest prices. Waterpros.net. I'm astounded by the prices. Under $2,000, fully installed. Fully, for the whole house. Okay, if you've heard of, Culligan and the others, yeah, you try to figure that out. They can't come close. Hey, let's talk about this warranty. So warranties often just do parts, not labor, right? So let's think about this. Chantel had her rack and pinion done at Brakes Plus years ago. It's under warranty. It's leaking. And they say, you pay the labor and we'll supply the part. And that's what most rack and pinion warranties say that I've found online. So, Chantel, I'm going to get Kevin Calkin on from Sheridan Auto Tech. He's our expert. Okay. He's one of our experts when it comes to autos. And he's got 2 locations. Great shop if people are looking. And I'll give it that number later. But, Chantel,
yes.
How long ago did you have it done?
2019.
And what kind of car is it, the vehicle specific?
It's an older car. It's 2002 Pontiac Grand Am.
2002. So what would it cost? That's what we're trying to figure out, Kevin. Labor to replace that rack and pinion. What would it cost approximately?
Well,
on a Pontiac Grand Am.
Excuse me. Retail's probably around $400.
Okay. Guess what?
Plus the rack,
Yeah, that's exactly what they quoted her, $400, and they'll supply they supply the rack if she pays the $400. So sure. She was concerned that she wasn't being taken to the cleaners, and they're being straight
Not
with her.
Price-wise.
Okay.
But warranty-wise, there's much better warranties. We offer a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on labor.
Oh.
And that's nationwide.
Wow. So you actually include labor for 3 years and 36,000 miles.
And nationwide.
Nationwide.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that, Kevin? What do they do? Is that like they have a group of dealers that or shops?
Napa Auto Care.
Okay, cool.
So if you're traveling in California, you call the 1-800 number. You get it checked out at a Napa Auto Care shop, any one of them, and they'll pay for the repair. Yeah.
All right. That's
great warranty.
That's Kevin Calkin. I call him. He doesn't like it. Maybe Uncle Kevin. I know, Kev. I'm sorry. By the way, I don't know if anybody ever calls you that. I say because he's big and friendly, and I don't mean big like fat. I just mean just like a husky, big kind of huggable guy. Sheridan Auto Tech, 303-455-7242. 455-7242. Yeah, I mean, now listen, I got to go back to this RV. David, the age-old tale of taking something to a repair shop and they do damage to it. So, what you say, is this Universal? Is this the name of the RV?
Yes, sir. Universal Fleet RV.
I've never heard of those. Where are they?
They're in Longmont and Commerce City.
Okay, so what damage did they do when trying to do... Well, first of all, what was wrong with your roof?
We were in one of those big windstorms from 2 summers ago in July, and our roof, we noticed that our headliner was coming unglued inside.
Ah,
and so
got it. It was leaking.
Right, so we got up on top, and the sunroof had a crack in it, and there were some pock marks in the roof, and so we took it in and had them do an estimate and do the repair.
So how much was the repair? I'm curious.
The repair to put the new fiberglass one-piece roof on was about $14,000. We paid them another $8,000 or so to do some touch-up paint that the insurance didn't cover.
But insurance covered that roof?
They covered the fiberglass roof, but not the headliner that was coming unglued. They said they found some pre-existing water in there, water damage that we weren't aware of.
The insurance adjuster said that?
Yeah. We've been fighting that for 2 years.
I would have fought it. I would have fought it like crazy. But listen, unfortunately, I can't find a public adjuster that helps people with auto claims, and I wish we could, because they would help. You know, public adjusters work for consumers to fight insurance companies like this. But let's go back to this. What damage did they do?
Well, when they pulled the fiberglass roof off, there was some water that had been pooling around the in-motion satellite in the middle of the roof. And they said that was extensive water damage. They replaced the luau there.
No, what damage did Universal Fleet do?
So when they replaced the luau on the top before they put the fiberglass overlay, they broke through the support brace that runs from side to side across the roof.
Is that because it was maybe corroding or not?
Well, they're claiming that's the case, but they're not claiming that until after we caught them misrepresenting their repair.
How'd they misrepresent it?
Well, I took it back to them and said, hey, this roof sunk in by 2 to 3 inches, and it tore off all the fixtures when we put the slide out.
Wait. They delivered this to you, done, and never talked about that brace?
That's right.
Okay. Now, so that brace, I assumed they replaced it, no?
No, what they did was they took some chunks of plywood and screwed it to the luau roof, and then ground down the brace that was sticking through the roof, the outer roof, so that the fiberglass would lay over the top in the correct way.
How old is this? How old is this RV?
2004.
Man, that sounds like a schlock repair. But I got good news and bad news. With the corrosion and the pooling of water you talked about, and you can argue with me if you want, it doesn't matter. I truly believe that brace was going to have to be replaced anyway. But no matter what, they didn't do it the right way. I mean, and that in itself caused more damage, right?
Right. So what happened was I took it back to them. They got up on the roof, jumped up and down, and said, hey, this is solid. And then they showed me the pictures of the repair, which did not show the brace poking through the roof.
Hold on. They said it's solid, but how did you know then all of the stuff inside? Did you look at it? I mean, did they tell you there was plywood inside when screws?
No, what I did is I took it to a different repair shop.
Okay, got it. And that's when you saw the broken brace.
Right. And so I actually videotaped them taking the old roof off.
I get it. So how much did this damage cost to fix?
We may have to total the RV.
Okay. You know what? Now, David, there's no way you can blame them. Let me ask you this. How did they break that brace?
Well, first of all, there's no water damage anywhere near that brace.
How did they break it, David?
They were on top of the roof, walking on the roof, and the brace broke through the roof.
It shouldn't have. So why did it break?
It should not have.
David, I don't know Universal from anywhere. I'm not sticking up for them. I'm trying to give you a strong case if you have one. You say there was no water at all near the brace. So why was it opened up? You said there was pooling water.
There was pooling water in the front, in the middle, where the satellite dish was, and the RV had sat on their lot from February until May when I picked it up uncovered, even though we knew that there was water getting in. We stored in a 40 by 50.
Well, David, okay, but you didn't have to keep it there. I mean, you knew it was outside, right? Did they promise you inside storage?
They took it to repair it.
Okay, David, we see there's so many things you're assuming. I'm trying. Okay, when you take something to be repaired and it sits outside, that's not their fault. It's not.
Well, if they take it to repair it and say, yes, deliver it so we can repair it, my assumption is they would take care of it on their lot.
Now, your assumption is correct in that if they knew water was getting in there, they should have, I mean, common sense would have said, don't let any more water get in there, mitigate the damages. But it's not as crystal clear as you think. You're saying I dropped it off, and by the time I got it back, it was worse. But if part of that being worse was because of weather and natural elements, it's not going to be on them unless you sue them for negligence. That would be just outrageously expensive. You don't even go there. They're not negligent, okay? If they opened up your roof and left it out there, that might be negligent. Leaving an RV outside in a yard is not negligent. You have to get them on something that's easy to prove, okay? They broke the brace, but why did the brace break? It shouldn't have broken. So it's not, all I'm saying, David, this thing is not as easy as you think to get them to pay for it, all right? If you want to, then let's figure out how to do it the right way.
Mark, I mean, this guy is just saying, okay, I had water, it sat on the lot, now the brace broke, I got a total RV, they owe me a new RV. I mean, it just doesn't fucking make sense, does it? Okay.
What are these braces made of?
Oh, I think aluminum, I think.
Well, water shouldn't have hurt that.
What?
Water shouldn't have hurt that.
Well, I don't even know. I can't get a picture of this. Hold on. David, I'm off the air. Do you have any photographs of any of all this crap? Can you send us some pictures? Did you send them already?
Oh, I guess
Okay, hold on. All right, Can you send me some stuff here? I want to look. Mark, what do you think? Chime in. What do you think on this one?
And then warmer for tomorrow with partly sunny skies and a high reaching 82.
I think if they were walking on it and they literally fell through, they fucked it up.
6:30. Hey, how?
Are you supposed to walk on it?
No, I don't know what kind it is. What is
No
it?
matter what, it's not defective for walking on it, and it breaks.
Some of those fifth wheels are flimsy as fuck on top.
Okay, you should have known. Simply Floors Inc. is a website, and it's INC. Simply Floor Inc. SimplyFloorsInc.com. When you go to that website, you make your own appointment for an expert to come to your home and present floor coverings. I want to say something about floor coverings, right? Everyone has the same floor coverings. There's no secret. Whether it's hardwood, engineered, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, carpeting, tile, whatever, they all have them, right? What you need to shop are better installers and a better company and better people, and that's what you get with Simply Floors. You also get better prices. Check it out. SimplyFloorsInc.com. Websites. I just gave one out. Everybody gives out a website. How is your website? You don't really know. Unless you have it checked by experts. That's what we did, and we found out all kinds of tips to make our website better. You can get a free analysis, absolutely free, with no obligation, from this company at their website. Go there and find out, okay? Here's the website. GetFoundFast.com. They will help you with your website, and it's free initially. You don't have to hire them. There's no obligation to hire them. Get an analysis with even do-it-yourself tips. GetFoundFast.com.
So I sent both you guys the picture.
How old's this unit?
2004.
Jesus Christ, man. I mean, it is sun beat the fuck.
It's old.
How can you tell the sun
Remember that time that fucking nutcase followed you in? You don't know the shit I've been through in 40 years. Fuck. I think it's funny how you helped that lady that acted like she was pregnant, but it was nothing but a pillow. Oh, shit. That's a great fucking story. Can you think of the balls it takes for someone to do that on the fucking news? I mean, what balls?
To be pregnant?
Can you imagine the asshole fell for it?
Fake, that's fake pregnant. She's pregnant.
Did you see what this one guy totally? He's offensive lineman for the Broncos. His big thing, he's got his bad belly, and when he gets hot, he lifts his shirts up and let the belly breathe. I'll guarantee you there'll be people with fake pregnant